Hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People, bringing you all the latest news, highlights, transactions, injury updates for the Carolina Panthers. So please do me this big favor. Don't be stingy with it. It costs you nothing, means the world to me. Just hit the like button. Please hit that like button. It helps me grow. The more I grow, the more cool stuff that I can do that you guys want me to do. Like, I'll tell you, like right now, I'm trying to get Chuba Hubbard one-on-one. It's a little bit of a challenge. I may have to be creative with getting that content, but when it's like, hey, Charlotte Vibe got like 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, always watching their shows, it's a little bit easier to get my man Chuba on the show. And it has nothing to do with Chuba himself, just the way in which the process works. So hit that like button. All right, let me go ahead and get into it because this is a late night video. I don't normally do them this late, but sometimes life comes at you fast. So without further ado, let me make sure I get all my information loaded, and let's go ahead and show some practice highlights. Let's start with that because we love practice highlights out here, right? Let's get it going with some practice. We talking practice? Practice. Yeah, we got practice video. We got a little bit of J.C. Horn. Ian Thomas, who we're going to talk about here in just a second. He is now on the field, designated to return. That guy right there is going to have a lot of responsibility this week. He's a rookie, going to have to take the place of Shaq Thompson, who had surgery today. Shaq Thompson did have surgery today. Not a major update as far as at the time the coach spoke with us about it in terms of the success of the surgery, but it seems like all is well. And Coach Canales talked about how Shaq called him did he say FaceTime? No, I think he said he texted. I'm sorry, he texted him immediately after practice to see how it went. And there's your head coach, Dave Canales. And there is the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. A few more highlights for you guys. Hope you enjoy. Hit the like button if you like the highlights. Hit the like button, please, please, please. All right, so that will be all of your highlights. Let me get myself back on the screen. Where's the button to get myself back on the screen? There we go. There we go. Oh man, could not figure out how to get myself back on the screen. So appreciate again everybody that's tuning in, watching. We're going to go ahead and run through the show because we started a little later than we normally do, and I know you guys may have stuff to do. So Antonio McClanahan, what's going on? Appreciate what Antonio does a great job of giving me some love. Let me zoom in on this camera just a little bit. Oh, that's out. Let's go in. We'll go into about right there. Like, subscribe, and share the stream, please. Hey, Antonio, please consider becoming a member. You are certainly a loyal visitor and viewer to the channel. Certainly appreciate it. But if you could become a member, that'd be great. You get special shout outs and sound effects, but I appreciate you. What's up, Chris Mack? See, members get this right here. Little applause, little sound effect. Chris Mack, member for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you very much. Been a good day. It's been a good day. All right, so let's go ahead and roll through some of these things. Let's go with transactions because we had quite a few. So give me a second. I'm going to get this on the screen for you all. Where are we with the transactions? Is this it? I believe that's it. Give me a second. Okay, so yes, we did have quite a few transactions. Here's going to be a brief pause because I got to drink my water. I hope you guys did not hear me drinking that water because I do have a really good microphone and I know I was drinking loud. But nevertheless, let's go over these transactions as we have had a lot of them. So designated cornerback Dane Jackson to return from IR. So he was practicing today. designated tight end Ian Thomas to return from IR. IR meaning injured reserve. As you saw in the video, he was at practice today. Unsurprisingly, due to the Shaq Thompson being out for the season, their move of put him on IR has not been officially made yet, but they signed linebacker Chandler Wooten to the active roster. We also signed cornerback Caleb Farley to the practice squad. Had a waived cornerback Tyreek Castro-Fields. We also then had signings to the practice squad, linebacker Jackson Mitchell, as well as we released cornerback Azizi Hearn from the practice squad. I really hope that I did not mess up any of those guys' names, but that'll get you up to date with the latest transactions and how this practice squad and team stands as of 9:09 Eastern Time on Wednesday, October the 2nd. All right, so let's go for that injury report because we have had some updates there, this is the biggest injury report that we've had in an extremely long time, and we've had some big ones over the years. So normally my graphics look the same. They all look a little bit something like this right here. But today, because it's a lot more, we got to go to a different format. So here we go. Here is your injury report for today. So let's start with linebacker Josey Jewell. Uh-oh, move the screen around. Sorry about that. Give me a second to go to a different screen. All right, so linebacker Josey Jewell dealing with a hamstring and growing. So he did not practice today. We also had Shaq Thompson, Achilles, did not practice. Again, he's going to be out for the season. They just hadn't made that status and things official yet, so that's why he's on the injury report. Jadeveon Clowney, he had a rest day. Deontay Johnson dealing with the ankle. Coach says that even though you see Deontay Johnson on this list, he fully expects him to play this Sunday, and I think that they're just making sure that their number one threat, their number one go-to guy, gets all the rest that he needs. If anything is gimpy with him whatsoever, which I agree with 100%. You had a rest day for quite a few guys. Some of these guys are new to getting rest days as far as I know, but cornerback Troy Hill with a rest day. Defensive end Sean Robinson with the rest day. Maybe this is just something new that we're going to see with his coaching staff, how they try to keep their guys fresh. Linebacker Charles Harris, he was limited in practice with his shoulder. Guard Robert Hunt was limited in practice with his hip. And since there's so many more, let's go to page 2. Damian Lewis, he was limited in practice with an elbow. Safety Nick Scott, shoulder, limited in practice. I mean, this list is ginormous, isn't it? Shy Tuttle, foot, limited in practice. Lonnie Johnson, he had a hip. He was a full participant. But then here we go. Backup center Andre, dealing with a head injury of some sort, limited in practice. Ian Thomas, limited with the calf as he returns from IR. And then also Dane Jackson, limited in practice as he turns from IR with his hamstring. So there you are, a very, very long injury report, but my job is to keep you up to date. And so long injury reports and lots of transactions is what will be happening sometimes. Carolina Panthers are preparing to take on the Chicago Bears. That will be an away game in Chicago, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So just a quick plug. I will be in Chicago this Sunday covering the game as I always do. That's the only way I can continue to be the man of the people. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and set your notifications so you can join me. Our live shows are pretty fun and engaging, and it's my opportunity to get you all up to date with all the news from the week and give you the latest tidbits as the team takes on the Chicago Bears. So Dave Canales it's Wednesday. He talks to the media. Have you noticed that Chuba Hubbard is doing a really good job running the ball? So today, Coach Canales expanded on Chuba's good performances of recent.
It all starts up front. Austin Corbett getting us pointed, getting all the runs ID'd properly, the quarterback making sure we're getting to the right runs, the guys taking care of the line of scrimmage, working our combos, we need to continue to improve to use our hands, to play with extension, get our hands up so we can work to the second level. But they're establishing a new line of scrimmage. Chuba is running the runs the way they're supposed to be, and then he's making extras. We tell them, just run the run right to the line of scrimmage. Give us that, and then after that, you take over with your skill set, and Miles did a fantastic job as well in those opportunities that he got.
So Dave saying it also starts up front, and yeah, this line has been doing a phenomenal job. And we didn't get the win last week, but I said it was a good game. It was I felt like what we were seeing was growing pains from this team. But with that front that they have, it's exciting for me to see things coming together with now you got the running game starting to flourish. Chuba with back-to-back 100-yard games. I'm pretty sure he had 100 yards. Let me double check that before I am crucified in the comments. I shouldn't say crucified, before I am talked about a lot in the comments. So Chuba last week, let me just doubly make sure this is the wrong week. Give me just a second to get to the right week. Week 4. Chuba Hubbard versus the, when you try to do stuff fast, sometimes you sound like an idiot. All right, now that's still, all right, I'm gonna try one more time. Let me go to here. All right, and then I'm gonna go to here. Yeah, okay, 104. Yeah, like I thought. So I just want to make doubly sure. Chuba Hubbard having those back-to-back 100-yard games. You got Deontay Johnson just being crazy number of targets each game. I think he's up to almost 30 targets in 2 games. I'm not mad at that. And then you also have Andy Dalton throwing for over 300 yards last week, and a pretty good game this week. He had an interception that wasn't his fault. He got the ball got hit out of his hands, but I'm just excited to see that we can start to see what this team may be. And so I also talked about just now, read off guys who have been having success because mainly that, the new quarterback has been in there. We've been able to see this offense open up and be who they are, start to see their identity. And I talked about the achievements of those guys. So Coach Canales also spoke about the offense as a whole, and I liked it. I like his way of thinking. I want to share this with you guys. And Coach Dave Canales talking about how he's been able to manage the offense and what he's trying to get out of the offense. It's about a minute and a half piece, but football heads, listen at what this man is saying.
Yeah, it's our job as coaches to put our best 11 on the field at all times, and we have a couple of different combinations of groups that give us something. And when you got Miles and Chuba out there at the same time, these are 2 of our best players with the ball in their hands. And so as we go, we got to continue to grow roles for Miles, to find ways to get him touches. He's dynamic with the ball. Of course, Chuba, and then, of course, the wide receiver room and the guys that are developing, Xavier showing up. We know what Deontay can do, and JT's made some plays, Tommy, the whole group. So in my hope, my dream of all dreams is to be able to be multiple, to use 3 tight ends at times, to use multiple backs, sometimes to use 5 wideouts. And if we can do all those things and function in the core of our concepts, it's the same plays, new guys doing it. When we understand that conceptually, you can be it gives you an attacking style, because most coordinators don't have 5 calls for some of the one-off personnels, and that can allow you to play ball a certain way. But we have to take it in stride, and we got to just let guys show us that they're dynamic and they want to be a part of helping the Panthers win.
Yeah, so I wanted to play that because when I say football heads, it's some people that really like doing tape review. But whether you love it or don't, you have certainly noticed that this team has been playing so much better these past 2 games. But specifically, like how he talked about, hey, when you're able to have Miles and Chuba out there, how it makes the defense really have to wait a moment to react because they don't know where it's going to come from. And when you're able to give so many different formations, so many different looks to a team. And when you give them different looks, you have the ability to be effective. You have players that can be effective in all those different scenarios. Andy quarterbacking, Deontay catching, Chuba receiving. I just picked, the ones at those positions. It gives you opportunities, and we've been having opportunities to win games. I feel like we're going to continue to have good opportunities to win the games, and I'm excited about it. So Andy Dalton's currently our quarterback. He has a nickname or two, and how does it, Andy, do you like the nicknames?
Yeah, when I got in my rookie year, and Dan Horde, who was the radio guy in Cincinnati, he's the one that gave it to me. And at first I was like, man, I don't know if I like it, but I mean, it stuck with me for a long time now, and I definitely like it. I think it fits.
And Red Rocket, is that also you?
I mean, it was Red Rifle, and then people have thrown that one in there too. So I know what everybody means.
He said, I know what everybody means. And in case you don't know, let me break it down for you. So Red Rifle's the primary one that he's been called all these years. And yes, a variation has recently emerged. But, the red just goes to talk about his obvious red hair, big, tall guy, some bright orangey red hair. So that's where the red comes from. And then a rifle just referring to his arm. As you guys know, I love showing these Andy Dalton pass charts. Do I have one up? I don't think I do. That's him running the rock. So red for the hair, rifle for his arm strength and being able to throw the ball deep downfield, which, big connection in week 3 versus the Raiders to Adam Thielen, who unfortunately has been hurt after that play, and then also some deep balls this week, hitting Deontay Johnson going down the field. I see some chats coming. Hey, I appreciate the chats. I'm going to get to them in just a second, but do me that big favor. Hit the like button. If you want more player and coach interviews, hit the like button. The bigger the voice, the more they like to come on the show, the more power I have. So do it for me, please. We're only at 33 right now. I know we can get to more than 33. Andy's going to be facing yet another former team. That former team will be the Chicago Bears. And he shares some interesting facts about him and the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it'll be fun to be back. For me, I think the biggest thing is Chicago is one of the teams that I haven't beaten in my career. There's only a couple of them. I think there's 3 left, and unfortunately one of them is the Carolina Panthers, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But Chicago and Dallas, another team that I played for, is another one that I haven't beat. So, I think that's kind of the bigger thing. I've got friends and people that are there that are going to come to the game, and so it'll be fun to see those guys. But I enjoyed my time in Chicago. It'll be fun to be back there.
So Andy hasn't beaten Chicago. Players always, and I don't blame them, you look for motivation, you look for a reason to have an edge. Could he be going to Chicago with a chip on his shoulder? I don't do the predictions often. I really don't. But I'm going to say that I feel good about a Chicago, beating the Chicago Bears. I feel like there's a very legitimate chance for us to come out on top in Chicago. They got a rookie quarterback. Not that means, they're automatically going to lose. But I feel like Ivero will go to say, hey, there's some things that you can expose from rookie quarterbacks. And I'm going to try them and see where we get. And then there's also a rookie on the other side named Trevin Wallace, who is going to get his chance to start and play lights out, young energy. So I feel like it could be a good recipe to give the Carolina Panthers a victory. I'm not predicting it. I'm just going to say I feel really good about it. So that's the report, getting you guys all up to date. Thanks to you for those likes that are coming in. Late show, so don't want to stay on too late, but let's go ahead and give some more love to these comments. What's up, B Stallion? Appreciate you tuning in as you always do. Going to invite you to become a member, but thank you for always tuning in and coming on and giving me some shout outs. My boy Blue, appreciate you tuning in as well. Turbo says, how come the Panthers don't pick up the phone and call the Raiders to try to make a deal with Devontae Adams? They could be. You never know. So, sometimes that information gets leaked at times where it's to the advantage of one organization or the other. Haven't heard that they've picked up the phone. Anything turns up about that, I will certainly go ahead and report on it, though. Hey, here we go. Member, what's up, Ali Bodrick? Appreciate you so much, Ali, for being a member and coming on. Your boy Blue really likes Coach Canales. I like him too. I think he's a good fit for this team. Let's see. Marco Cash. I like all the emojis, man. That gets you easily to stand out in the chat. So I don't blame you for doing something like that. Chuba, top 10 running back, O-line, top 5. Let me see if I can quickly find out where Chuba ranks. I think I can. Let's see. But he's no doubt doing big things right now. Let's see where all Chuba stands in some stats. Can I quickly get this in front of me? I won't bore you guys with I won't say bore you. I won't ruin your eardrums with my noises there. Let's see. All right. Let's see where Chuba stands. So I'm using some. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense what I'm looking at, and I don't want to hold you guys up. Let's click on this. So for the NFC, Chuba is 7th in rushing yards with 296. Excuse me. Overall in the NFL, he's 11th with 296. And his average of 5.4 yards is good enough for 9th overall in the league. And he also has the 10th in the league for the longest run as a running back with a 38-yarder. And he's way down there in TDs. Derrick Henry leads TDs at 5. Alvin Kamara with 5. And Kareem Williams with 5. So he's quite a ways down on that for the touchdowns. But hopefully you guys appreciate that instant information for those stats of Chuba Hubbard. Give me 3 more likes before we get out of here, right? We got 47. So we need to get to 50. But let me go ahead and show some more love to these comments. Dom 34 on the road coming back from Charleston, South Carolina. Let's go, Charlotte Vibe. Hey, we will. I hope you're not watching. I hope you just got the media on Bluetooth source and you're just listening to the audio. I want you driving safely there. Okay. Somebody's high on Dave Canales. Chauncey, tell me why. I have my reasons for how I feel, but I'd like to know why from you. Chauncey Ellerby says Canales will be the best coach Carolina ever had. So Chauncey, I'm going to give you a chance to respond to that, and I'm going to get out of here after we do. Roadmaster, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. I love seeing the repeat visits by you guys in the comments, as well as the likes, etc. So please keep it up. We're going to be back at it tomorrow. We'll be in the locker room. We'll be reporting live from the stadium. I don't know who I'm going to talk to, but whoever I talk to, I'm going to make sure I relay that information to you all. As always, interactive show, independent media. You guys have an opportunity to always influence the content that we push out. So if there's anybody at any time, any player that you're ever wanting some information on, please feel free to leave that in the comments. Let me know who. let me know what, and I will go in the locker room and try to get that done for you. So I'm giving Chauncey just one more moment to come on and respond, and then I gotta get out of here. Give him a few more seconds. Some of y'all doing some serious work out there. Good gracious. I've been on the deer all day. Just got in about 2 hours ago. 100 acres. I'm cutting. Jeez. That's a lot of land, man. A lot of land. But do your thing. Do your thing. Appreciate y'all tuning in after a long day, tuning in while you work. Really, really appreciate it. And if I ever get the chance to meet you, please at least say hello. I love to meet everybody that supports this channel. Really, really important and big deal for me that happens. All right, so I didn't see my man come back on here, unfortunately. I know it's live and you guys may be doing multiple things and there's a little bit of a delay, so I want to give them an opportunity to come back on and tell me a little bit more why they felt like Dave Canales would be our best coach ever. I think he's a good fit. He made some big decisions already. You know, you could argue, well, did it come from lots of pressure from the big man upstairs, Tupper? I don't know. But he made it, and here we are. Appreciate you, everybody. We'll tune in again tomorrow, much earlier, probably around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go live tomorrow to give you the latest from this Carolina Panthers team, and I'll be live at the stadium doing so. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.